Hey friends, welcome to our midweek update for June the 11th, 2025. Hope you're having a great week this week. Listen, before I get into our regular midweek update, I just want to say a word about my upcoming sabbatical. Since my 25th anniversary, it was mentioned that I'll be taking some time away. And as I show up every week to church, people kind of looking at me to say, you still here? And I'll be announcing this more as we get closer, but July 6th will be my last Sunday before my sabbatical, and I'll be gone for 5 weeks. So I won't be gone till July, be gone for most of July, the first part of August, and then be back. And I'm so grateful for a church that would allow me to take sabbatical. And just as a note, Bobby Kelly, who is professor of New Testament at Oklahoma Baptist University, will be serving as the interim for the 5 weeks that I'll be gone. I'm telling people he's the professor that all the kids want to take on campus. My own kids have had him before, and Bobby is trustworthy. He's a great communicator, very biblical. You're going to love him. Okay, so now here's just a couple things I want you to know, and as we look ahead to summer, I just want to give you 3 dates here for you to be mindful of. Vacation Bible School, right around the corner, June 16th through 20th. June 30th, kindergarten and first grade day camp begins, so have that on your radar. And then Falls Creek, July 14th through 19th. And those are the big 3 camp dates coming up at the first part of summer. So keep those in front of you, especially if you have kids, kindergartners, first graders, elementary school kids, high school, middle school. Camp is a way to jumpstart relationships with your kids, for your kids. If they don't know people at church, you go to camp, you're going to get to know people pretty quickly. Parents, take advantage of this opportunity and pray for our students that they'll discover Christ this summer. Okay, so one chapter I would encourage you to read this week is 2 Peter chapter 1. We've just worked our way through 1 Peter. 2 Peter is arguably the least read book in the Bible. And we don't have data on that, but there's a couple of things that 2 Peter kind of lives in the shadow of 1 Peter and the other books, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John. 2 Peter just kind of lives in the shadow, but also there's some very confusing things about 2 Peter. But we're not going to focus on what's confusing about 2 Peter. We're going to focus on what's clear about 2 Peter. And here's the one area I want you to focus on in chapter 1. It starts in verse 5. Make every effort, not just be passive about your faith, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, to your goodness knowledge, to your knowledge self-control perseverance, godliness, mutual affection, and love. What we see here in 2 Peter chapter 1 is this trajectory of growth, this resistance toward spiritual mediocrity, and saying we can't settle. We're always to be striving to improve and increase in our relationship with the Lord. It starts with faith, and as that faith grows, it culminates with love. And I often remind you of those 2 great commandments: to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, to love your neighbor as yourself. I'm encouraging you this week, read through 2 Peter chapter 1, sit on those verses 5, 6, 7, and 8 that charts that growth. And may the summer be a summer of growth for you. Just don't read through these words. Pray through these words and make every effort to grow in your faith. Love you. Love serving as your pastor. May the Lord bless you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.